We have the lesson number 2 for first quarter in business mathematics provided by yours truly, Sir Nieras. So our topic for today is conversion of fraction to decimal and percentage and vice versa. So before we proceed to objectives, I chose obedience as our core value because I believe that the APM students should know how to obey, no? The step-by-step procedures or should know how to follow the instructions, directions provided by your teachers not only in business mathematics but also in your accounting, your business finance, your economics, applied eco, and so on. Because failure to miss those step-by-step procedures will lead to an incorrect answer. So we have to be obedient. Okay, objective A, we express fractions to decimal and percent forms. So this is our goal for today. And B, solve problems involving fraction, decimal, and percentage. So concept note number 2, if you have your journal, please bring it out and do the jotting down the information, the important informations regarding this concept note number 2. But if you do not have your journal, please do the screenshot. At least later you can write it down. So we have now the fraction to decimal and percent. Okay, so if you do not know the relationship of these two, let us based on this illustration, let's see that they are interrelated to each other. No, first picture we have the pizza representing the fraction, and then we have the yellow boxes at the middle side, at the middle representing the percentage and decimals represented by the imaginary line. So as you notice, as the fraction increases, the percentage also increases, and then the decimal also increase. So here, if we have one whole, 1 over 1, that is equivalent to 100% in percentage, and also equal to 1 in decimal. So as you can see, whatever value in the fraction, there's always equivalent value to percentage and decimals. So what else? Suppose we have a half, no? A half can be write as a fraction as 1 half. And in decimal, that is 0.5. And in percentage, that is 50%. So what else? Quarter. A quarter can be write as a fraction, 1/4. And 0.25 in decimal. And in percentage, that is 25%. So as you can see, not only a half or quarter, but all the values, numerical values in fractions, there is always equivalent value in decimal and percentage. So they are three different numbers equal, but they differ only in forms, fraction form, decimal form, and percentage form. So let's go to the first one, decimal turning into percent. So suppose we have the example 0.125 to decimal, and we want to make it in percent. That is, okay, so as you can see, moving the decimal places to the right. So we have the decimal point in between 0 and 1, and we will move the decimal point to the right twice, no? So the decimal point will be in between 2 to 5. So 0.125 in decimal, our given, is equivalent to 12.5% in percent form. So as you can notice, the decimal point no moved to the right direction twice. Why twice? No? Why we move the decimal point to the right? Because behind this shortcut method, the secret in calculation is we just multiply the decimal given number 0.125 by 100. So multiplying the given 0.125 by 100, the answer in your calculator is the same as 12.5. Affixing the percent sign, so our answer is 12.5%. Sir, why we need to multiply it by 100? Because since we want this given decimal number to turn into percent, so we have to multiply it by 100. Speaking of percent, that is percent. Cent meaning 100. So percent per 100. So it looks like this. So whatever the given, just multiply it by 100, and then the answer is in percent form now. Don't forget to affix the percent sign. So instead of multiplying it by 100, just move the decimal point to the right direction by 2 places. So that's the shortcut. So let's suppose we have the example number 1. Convert 0.35 to percent. So in this way, just write the given 0.35, and then you may multiply it by 100, or you may just move the decimal point to the right by two places. So the easiest way is the latter one, no? Move the decimal point to the right by two places. So it looks like this. So 0.35. So moving the decimal point to the right, we have now 35. Then affix the percent sign, 35%. Therefore, the answer is 0.35 equals 35%. So again, the hidden calculation in this solution is just we multiply 0.35 by 100, making also the answer 35%. What else? Suppose example number 2, we have convert 0.122%. So 0.12, just copy the given and then multiply nyo by 100, or simply move the decimal point to the right direction by two places. So the decimal point from the given, we have in between 0 to 1. So moving the decimal point, it is in the right direction of number 2. So the answer is 12. Affixing the percent sign, so we have 12%. So again, 0.12 in decimal is equivalent pala in 12% in percent form. So again, multiply by 100 or simply move the decimal point to the right direction. So this is the process of making the decimal form turn into percent form. Yan. How about vice versa? So percent to decimal. So suppose our given is percent form, 75%, and we want to make it in decimal form. So ayan, no? So we will reverse the process. Instead of moving the decimal point to the right, we will move the decimal point to the left by two places also. And then why move the decimal point to the left? Because the given number, 75%, or any number, no, in percent form, just divide it by 100. So when you divide it by 100, 75 will be in 0.75. And then don't forget to remove the percent sign. So leaving the answer as decimal form, 0.75. So here, it looks like this, no? 75% turns into 0.75 by dividing by 100 or simply moving the decimal point to the left by two places. So let's go to the further examples. Suppose we have example number 1. Convert 8.5% to decimal. Convert 8.5% to decimal. So here, just copy the given. Then you may also just copy the given 8.5% or simply tanggalin nyo na yung percent sign, no? Just simply 8.5. Then, divide by 100 or simply move the decimal point to the left by two places. So it looks like this. 8.5, our given, moving the decimal point to the left, so we have 0.085. Or the hidden calculation behind this solution is simply we divide the 8.5 by 100. So the answer is still the same, 0.085. So you may go to your calculator, then try it now. So therefore, the answer 8.5% is equal to 0.085. Okay, so let's agree with the final answer. Let us agree that the final answer should be in two decimal places. So if your initial answer has greater than two decimal places, then make it in two decimal places by rounding off in hundreds. So if you have single decimal in your initial answer, let's say 0.8, make it into decimal by adding 0. So it makes 0.80. Okay, so we simply make our final answer into decimal places always. Okay, let's go to the next example. Suppose we will convert 250% to decimal. So again, just copy the given 250, remove nyo na yung percent sign kasi tatanggalin din naman. So 250, moving the decimal point to the left, so we have 250 point some, point zero. Then the decimal point now is in between 2 and 5. So 2.5. Sir, what is the reason why the decimal point moved to the left side? Just simply divide the given by 100. So by dividing it by 100, it is still the same. The answer is 2.5. Therefore, 250% is equivalent to 2.50 in decimal. Again, make your answer in two decimal places. So we add 0 to make it looks like two decimal places. Our final answer is 2.50 or 2.50. Okay, clear. What if fraction to decimal? So it is so easy, no? Suppose we have example fraction 2 over 5, no? What is 2 over 5 as a decimal? So the decimal form or equivalent decimal of 2 over 5 is, okay, very good, 0.4, no? Or 0.40. So by uh, uh, following these steps, for step 1, just divide the numerator by the denominator. So we have 2 divided by 5. And then the answer is 0.4. And then your initial answer should be in a simplest form, no? And make it into decimal places. So if it is greater than two decimal places, then round off nyo na lang. And then if it is single decimal place, then make it in two decimal places by adding 0. So the final answer is 0.40. Simply divide the numerator by the denominator. So the fraction turns into decimal by simply following the division operation. Okay, how about the next example? 5 over 8. 5 over 8 in a decimal form, that is, okay, so using your calculator, that is simply 0.625. Simply divide by the numerator, divide by the denominator. So we have 5 divided by 8, that is 0.625, no? And then, again, it is beyond the two decimal places. So meaning we will do the rounding off in hundredths place. So 2. So here, to round off the initial answer, we will disregard the number 5, which is in thousands, and we will add 1 to the hundredths place, which is 2, plus 1, so it becomes 3. So the final answer will be 0.63. Then disregard na the preceding numbers. Okay, so 5 over 8 is equal to 0.63. Round off lang if needed, and kung hindi naman magpa-plus, then as is na lang si 0.62 kung walang plus 1. Okay, what if fraction to percent? Again, as I shown a while ago, no, the decimal turned into percent. Here, fraction to percent, just simply make your fraction given to decimal form, and then your decimal initial answer, turn it into percent form. So we have, let's say we have 5 over 8 as a percent, as a fraction. Then as what we did a while ago, we divide it by the denominator. Then we have the 0.625. So we will not do the rounding off here kasi it is not our final answer, no? So 0.625, our initial answer, must be turned into percent kasi decimal pa lang siya. So how do we make it into decimal percent form? By simply multiplying it by 100. So 0.625 multiplied by 100%, leaving an answer 62.5. Okay, since we multiplied by 100, affix the percent sign. So forgetting to add the percent sign, your answer is incorrect, no? 62.5 is incorrect. Just affix the percent sign, no? Okay, so, make your answer into decimal places. So the final answer is 62.50%. No percent sign, wrong. Okay, two decimal places always, Okay, if you don't have any questions, just do the exercise below, no? Solve the following given fractions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every given fractions, there is we are looking for the decimal form of it and then the percent form. So every fraction given number has 2 points, no? And then I already added the bonus questions below. What is the 60% of 20? And 40 is 40% of what number? So these are just my bonus questions.